Differences in purring between cat breeds. The Purr-fect guide. Hey, they're fellow cat lovers. Have you ever noticed that different cat breeds purr differently? Well, you're not alone. I've been a cat mom for years and I've always been fascinated by the different purring styles of my furry friends. From the low, rumbly purrs of Maine Coons to the high-pitched trills of Siamese cats. Each breed has its own unique purring characteristics. But why is this? Is it just a matter of preference or is there something more to it? As it turns out, there's a scientific explanation behind the differences in purring between cat breeds. And let me tell you, it's pretty darn interesting. One theory suggests that the size and shape of a cat's skull play a role in the type of purr they produce. Another theory points to the thickness of a cat's vocal cords. But whatever the reason, it's clear that there's more to a cat's purr than meets the ear. So if you're as curious as I am about the purring habits of different cat breeds, keep reading. I've done some research and I'm excited to share all the details with you. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. How do cats purr? Cat experts believe that there is no particular biological feature that is responsible for the vocal characteristic of purring. Purring is a unique feature exclusive to domestic cats. It is seen in a few species of the Felidae family. However, the Purrinae subfamily members do not demonstrate this vocal characteristic. Kittens begin to purr when they are a few weeks old. That suggests that it acts as a mechanism for them to interact with their mothers. Earlier, it was believed that purring was a result of the blood surging through the inferior vena cava or produced by a separate voice box. However, recent research advocates that the internal laryngeal muscles are the probable source. This is proven by the fact that there is an absence of purring in cats with laryngeal paralysis. Studies suggest that the vocal cords in a cat's throat vibrate due to the muscles present, and as the cat inhales and exhales, the air hits these vibrating muscles, emanating the purring sound. The Library of Congress explains it as follows: the laryngeal muscles are responsible for the opening and closing of the glottis space between the vocal cords, which results in a separation of the vocal cords and thus the purring sound. Specialized purrs. You will often find that not all cat species purr. Generally, cat purring is reserved for small and domestic cats. Let's explore these differences in purring between cat species. 1. Purring and roaring. In ancient times, it was believed that a distinction could be made between two types of cats, those who purr and those who don't. According to Wired early 19th century, taxonomists thought cats could either purr or roar, and split the family Felidae along these lines: purrs subfamily Felinae and roars subfamily Pantherinae. Hence, in general, only small cats purr while big cats like lions roar instead. Tigers have a very low purr that is almost indiscernible at the normal hearing range. The spruce pets believe that this sound is capable of briefly paralyzing the tiger's prey. 2. Growling and hissing. All types of cats, large and small, have the inherent potential to growl and hiss to an extent. As you may have guessed, both are not particularly happy sounds. They are made in anger or frustration. Cats growl when they feel endangered or threatened, or when they wish to stake their claim over something or someone. Hissing is usually a last warning before a full-throttle attack. 3. Chuffing. Chuffing can be best described as a domestic cat's purring. According to Carnegie, tigers, jaguars, snow leopards, and clouded leopards chuff. It is often used between two cats as a greeting, during courting, or by a mother comforting her cubs. Chuffing is always used as a non-aggressive signal and helps to strengthen social bonds. Differences in purring between cat breeds. I was always fascinated by the purring of my cats. The soothing sound they make while they're curled up next to me on the couch is one of my favorite things in the world. But did you know that not all cats purr the same way? That's right, the purring of different cat breeds can vary quite a bit. Purring patterns. First, let's start with the basics. All cats purr, but did you know that the purring patterns can vary between breeds? According to Dr. Elizabeth von Muggenthaler, a leading expert in bioacoustics, different cat breeds have distinct purring patterns and frequencies, much like different human cultures have distinct languages. For example, Siamese cats have a higher frequency purr, while Maine Coon cats have a lower frequency purr. These variations in purring patterns can be attributed to the size and genetics of the breed. Dr. von Muggenthaler states, larger breeds like the Maine Coon have a lower frequency purr because their vocal cords are larger, while smaller breeds like the Siamese have a higher frequency purr because their vocal cords are smaller. Frequency of purring. But it's not just the purring patterns that vary between breeds. The frequency of purring can also differ. According to a study by the University of Sussex, the average frequency of a domestic cat's purr is around 25 Hz. But some breeds like the Siamese can purr at frequencies as high as 35 Hz. This is why Siamese cats are known for their loud purring, while other breeds like the Persian are known for their quieter purring. It's not that they purr less, they just do it at a lower frequency. Reasons for the differences in purring. So why do these differences in purring patterns and frequencies exist? Well, it all comes down to genetics and size. Larger breeds like the Maine Coon have larger vocal cords, which results in a lower frequency purr. On the other hand, smaller breeds like the Siamese have smaller vocal cords, which results in a higher frequency purr. But genetics also play a role. Different breeds have been developed over time through selective breeding, which has led to the development of specific traits, including purring habits.